Hello, everybody, and welcome to our review of the Legend of Vox Machina animated series. I am Wade, and
I am Grog.
yes, that is
And-
Grog.
And I am Danny Madrigal, a very pretentious filmmaker.
Yes. Okay, so both myself and Lou, we've seen campaign 1, so we knew going into this what was expected to happen, and we were really excited for that. Danny, on the other hand, has gone into this blind.
Literally blind.
Yes, Danny has lost his eyesight since the age of 14. No.
I'm fucking Matt Murdock now, guys. Like I all I can do is just listen at this point. Might as well just listen to the campaigin.
But no, Danny hadn't watched.
Doing this.
Danny
Yeah,
is a
you can
creditor,
see me.
but has not watched. Sorry, has not watched any of Vox Machina.
No,
No.
I'm almost caught up with campaign 3, which I just got one episode to finish, and I barely started campaign 2 just for the fuck of it. I've never seen campaign 1, and I don't think I'm gonna watch it until the show is over.
That's probably a good idea, I'd say.
Nice.
Okay,
Go-
so oops, sorry.
Oh no, continue.
No.
No, go for it.
No, I was gonna say that from what a dear friend of us has told me, that it's just pain towards the end. So I'm going into this pain blind.
Oh, of what, Vox Machina?
Yeah,
Yep.
I plead the fifth.
It's pure pain.
I'm
Lou,
okay with
you
that.
plead the
I
fifth
like
as well.
pain. My favorite game was The Last of Us,
I
so
played
I'm
the
okay with that.
I plead the fifth.
Oh wait, no. He's not an American. He's not American. Never mind.
Doesn't matter. I know what that means.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Because there's a song by Kip Moore. So
Yeah. Okay, so where do we want to start this?
let's start with the animation.
The animation style?
Yeah,
It was definitely interesting because there was a lot of like it kind of looked like in certain parts a mix of 2D and 3D in a
Yeah.
weird way.
yeah, it was.
Like a lot of characters, like a lot of like the characters and their things looked like to be a sort of 2D version of themselves.
Mhm.
But there were certain bits, like for example, Brimscythe, the blue dragon that General Krieg ended up being.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was more of a 3D animation style. And there was like various other things and parts that were more of a 3D thing, like when the conclave.
Yeah, well, the ziggurat was more like 3D, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Because I
For-
pointed that out.
Yeah.
the animation style to me is like it feels like a healthy mix of like like Avatar, The Last Airbender, which is the same studio you guys said, right?
Titmouse? I
Yeah,
think?
Titmouse.
Yeah, Titmouse. Yeah, Titmouse.
Yeah, I know. I remember that the first time I heard it.
No, I've been like that. And it just I feel like a mix of that plus like with in a sort of I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm tired of shit. With a sort of mix of like the Lord of the Rings, so to speak. In
Kind of, yeah.
style, a little bit, not like totally Lord of the Rings, but in like some aspects, and you can see the influence there. But
Yeah, I get you. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I like how the animation is very fluid, because like a lot of animations can sometimes feel a bit stale or a little bit choppy.
Yeah,
sometimes.
like janky.
Like
Yeah.
janky, like even more like recent animation. Like I remember we were watching The Killing Joke sometime back, and it felt a little bit janky to me.
The Killing Joke.
Yeah, they made an
Batman.
adaptation of The Killing Joke. Not a very good one either.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
Was it a two-part?
It was a one part, but it had like a 30-minute prologue with Batgirl, and it was weird.
Okay, maybe I haven't seen that one then.
Yeah, you're good.
Oopsies.
I like the fuck. I don't know what I'm saying.
I like the Naruto style running that they were doing.
That fucking
No, when
person
Vax
doing.
was like just dodging everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
no, I'm talking about the gore in the animation is fucking spectacular. Like the only other show that has like really gory animation is like Invincible, and that's the only other one I could think of. But it just felt, the animation felt so fluid and like violent to where you could feel every hit from like Grog's fucking. Is that what the shit? You could feel him fucking him swing his axe and hit people, or seeing a character just fucking die in the most gruesome way. It's
God, yeah.
Yeah, it's I fuck with it. By the way, whoever's watching this and listening to me rambling, I just woke up not too long ago.
you're fine, buddy.
You're all good.
No, it has really good animation in my opinion.
I mean, how long did that take? It was like what, 2 years?
3,
Yeah,
close to 3, I think.
2 or 3 years.
Well, wasn't originally they just wanted to do like a couple episodes, but the fucking Kickstarter got so insane that they just turned into a show.
Yeah, originally,
Didn't the Kickstarter get 11 million or something?
Yeah, because it was originally supposed to be a 2-episode animated special.
Yeah.
And they calculated it out, and they needed 750,000 to get it. They got through that. I think they got actually over 1 million within the first day. And so they were like,
it was less than a day.
Well, yeah, it was definitely less than a day. But like they started it, and then by the next, by sometimes the next day, it had not yet been 24 hours, but it was the next day, quote unquote. They had surpassed 1 million, and they were like, well, fuck. Okay. What now? And then they basically came up with a bunch of stretch goals. They blew through those in like a week. And then they came up with like the 5 million, 7.5 million, 9, 10 million, whatever stretch goals.
Yep.
And they ended up with
wish
over $11 million. It's the most. Sorry.
I wish I was involved in that.
I did get a few things. There was like a couple $100 I gave to it. I remember one of the things was all of each of the cast members of Vox Machina recorded a phone voicemail as their character.
You fucker.
Yeah, so obviously Matt did one as Gilmore.
I want Grog's phone. I want it.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I would have asked for like.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
I legally cannot do that, actually.
Holy shit.
It literally says I legally am not allowed to share them. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I absolutely would.
You just send the text message and immediately just like the fucking United States government just at your door. It's like we need you to come with us.
No, what happens? I send the thing off to Lou, and then immediately Grog Stronger himself, not Travis, Grog, he bursts out of the world of Exandria to kick down my door and kill me.
He's just see dead in the eyes and go, "Go back to hell."
Yeah.
But moving on. Lou, what do you think about the animation?
I love it. I mean, I hadn't really seen anything kind of like that, except for, oh god, what was that one that I've been watching recently? Dota?
Dota? Oh, that's a show now?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Troy's in it.
Ah.
And Yuri Lowenthal.
That's true. Yuri Lomthal's in it.
Spider-Man.
But yeah, it's kind of like the animation for that.
Huh. Well, I'll probably check it out.
It's on Netflix.
Ooh.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, animation's really good. This is, yeah.
Yeah, like
It's really good. I'd love
Scrambled
to get
egg
into that.
brain.
Hmm?
I said scrambled egg brain.
and so like no, but like knowing ahead of time, like what stuff, because like obviously one of the it's like when it was unlocked that they were gonna do 2 full seasons of it, and it was like it was told they were gonna do the Briarwood arc. Like me being one of the people who knows what happens in the arc, I'm like, okay, these are the things that obviously have to happen because they're the most important parts of that arc, you know? It wouldn't make sense without them. Like kind of I was always wondering, okay, up until now, and technically for the most part, even the cast really had to use theater of the mind to imagine all of these things, all these fights, all the scenarios. Yeah, there's fan art, and yeah, Matt has like made the amazing maps and such. But for the most part, a lot of this world had existed in theater of the mind. And now that we have now that we have a form or something to give actual, for lack of a better term, substance to our own thoughts,
Yeah.
and like seeing how beautiful it looks, like I won't say I was worried because I knew, because like you could tell just the love and the care that was going to be put into this and was put into this and all of it. I knew
Plus,
it would be fine. Yeah,
a lot of the animators were critters.
that is true.
That is true.
So there was no way they were gonna wreck it.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I had faith that they would do good by it. It was more of just curiosity to be like, okay, what would this look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what will this look like? Okay, so we know that this just happened. This is gonna have to lead to that. Like here, one example I can think of properly is Orthax. I was really curious as to what Orthax was gonna look like.
Bro, fucking Orthax was terrifying.
It was.
Did we ever realize what he looked like in the actual campaign 1?
I had always visualized Orthax as.
Did Matt not describe him?
No, Matt did describe Orthax, but the way Matt describes something and the way my brain forces myself to visualize it are 2 different things sometimes.
That's fair.
Like,
That's fair.
I had always imagined Orthax as not this like giant shadow hawk demon or whatever with like that really long snout like one the show had.
Yeah.
I imagined Orthax as more of probably like roughly a Goliath sized. Okay, how about this? You guys have seen the Venom movies with Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how Venom is like this giant muscular thing made of this weird slime?
Yeah.
Yep.
Imagine a creature like that, but it's made of smoke. And the smoke is like this really deep, dark black and dark purple. There was no like oranges or reds or anything. That's kind of what I imagined Orthax looking like.
Yeah, I get you.
In my mind.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of interesting to see a different take than what I had imagined it. Not that I'm saying like there's one right way or wrong way to imagine it. It was just different to see it on a screen.
Yeah. I mean, it was like when Pike did the what was it? She was checking his like aura, kind of.
Oh yeah, searching his soul. I remember that part, and she found like
that
it
was
being
like
all
red,
clouded.
orange, yellow, and then like black as well. I was like, whoa, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Percy?
Oh man. Yeah, that fight scene kicked ass too.
The one with Orthax?
Which
The one
one?
with Orthax, all of them.
I mean, okay, you're not wrong.
The one with Orthax specifically, because it's genuinely like never mind. I'm piecing things together that I shouldn't be piecing together, but it's genuinely like worrying, you know, because you're like, oh shit, is he gonna like kill her and then get eternally possessed? Like, what the fuck's gonna happen here? Like, I want to see this bitch die, but Percy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the way they animated too, going back and forth from like what's in his head to what's happening in reality, it's fucking seamless to me.
Yeah.
You know, sure, there are some like cuts and move arounds where you could tell like that's where they cut here, that's a cut there, but it's very, very seamless. And not only that, but the way that like the characters move too. Like again, going back to how like a lot of animation can be a bit janky at times with character movements. It's like these characters move like sort of like actual people, especially Grog. there's a there's a moment in episode 2 where like he's about to like bring down the dragon, right? And he isn't like just like running, he's just stomping on the fucking ground and using his momentum to like get there as quick as possible. And you're like, oh shit, he's actually moving. He is fucking moving.
Yeah.
I also did appreciate the 3D animation too. At first, it was a little bit jarring because you're like, this is 2D, but this is 3D. But then after a while, you get used to it.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like some of the backgrounds and stuff were like 3D.
Yeah, there's it sort of looked like the like Berserk 2016 anime that came out, which don't watch that, it's awful.
I actually haven't seen that.
You're doing yourself a favor. Read the books, by the way, they're really good.
Okay.
But it wasn't as bad quality as that. It just felt jarring at first. Like there's a 3D animated dragon. What the fuck is happening here? But then like you see it like
Yeah.
but then you see it like play out and like they're fighting the dragon. Okay, like all right, this is actually really fucking cool.
Well, yeah, because the first 2 episodes are
Pre-stream.
pre-stream.
Yeah.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
Like
We never knew about the Brimscythe fight.
They started playing the campaign as a version of Pathfinder back in 2013. And then in early mid
Was it at Laura
2015.
Travis's house?
I think so. It was either Lauren Travis's or Matt and Marisha's.
I assumed it was like Liam's house.
Well,
It was Liam's idea because he wanted it for his birthday. He wanted
what
them all to
actually
play
happened?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Because what actually happened, and I might be getting the details of this wrong. How it started was like several months before they ever started playing. The idea was brought up between Liam and like 1 or 2 of the other cast members. I was like, hey, what if we did like a weird one shot for like a birthday or something?
Yeah.
And then when it came time to do Liam's birthday, I don't think it was Liam who prompted them to do the thing for his birthday like that time. I'm pretty sure it was like, I think it might have been Sam actually who like set it up as a gift to Liam.
Yeah.
And they loved it so much.
Yeah.
That they decided to keep doing it. And that's when they brought in I know they brought in Ashley was not at that one shot. That if I've heard correctly, Ashley Johnson was not at that one shot. She was brought in like when they made a full campaign out of it.
Yeah.
Apparently her fiance, or are they married now?
Yeah, they're married now.
No,
Right.
shit.
I don't think they are.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I got married like privately or some shit. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm sure they're married.
Yeah, but no, like that Brian introduced her to them. That's what I heard, and then that's
yeah. But yeah, and then they love it so much, and then in like 2015 or something, I can't remember exactly what prompted the idea of them starting a stream with it. Or I can't remember exactly how that idea was first introduced to the world, like saying, hey, what if we streamed this? Like but it was actually Felicia Day from Geek and Sundry who had said, who like basically said, okay, yeah, I'll take a chance on you guys. We'll put cameras on this. It was apparently at first, like a lot of the cast didn't really like the idea because they didn't want to change the feel of their home game.
Yeah.
And so they basically took every step possible to make it feel like a home game still. And honestly, it is still basically a home game.
Yeah,
There's not really much audience interaction or anything like that,
yeah.
which I like in this for this show.
Which is funny because I think the appeal of that show was like, hey, you got voice actors from The Last of Us, particularly Ashley Johnson, and Resident Evil, particularly Matt Mercer. Please come back as Leon.
You've
Playing
got Laura Bailey at this point, who's in
Laura
everything.
Bailey, who's in everything. Then you got Travis Willingham, who's just a lovable teddy bear.
You've got Liam O'Brien, who is like just beautiful.
And then you got Sam Riegel,
Who is Loki?
Chaos.
Who is insane.
He's also
Mhm.
a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, you got Sam Riegel, who was clinically
Raphael.
insane.
Yeah, he's Donnie. Is he Donnie?
I thought it was Raph.
Well, we can fucking fact check that later.
Guys,
Oh,
you can say this all you want. We all know that deep down he's
here.
Michelangelo.
He's what? Did he voice
What?
Michelangelo?
No, I'm saying we all know that deep down he's Michelangelo.
Okay, deep down, yeah, he's Michelangelo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Riegel.
One of the things I want to touch on was the colors in the show.
What?
The colors.
The
Mhm.
colors.
Because I'm coming at this from like a cinematography standpoint.
Yeah.
Don't go to film school because like you'll actually no, do go to film school because you'll learn to appreciate colors more. I say that as my screen is just like a gray, dark, whatever the fuck it's.
Fair.
Every location that they're in has a distinct color and a distinct look to it. From when they're in what's the place called?
Which place?
Not Whitestone, but
Iman?
before they get to Whitestone, Iman, right? Like the kingdom and all that shit.
Everything's all like bright.
Everything's like this like bright sort of vibrant color. It's like you go in there and it's like, okay, this is like a nice place to just like stay for a while and
Well,
do some fun shit. You got Gilmore's shop.
yeah. And that
which
was
is
the
just
point. Sorry, that was the
like,
point of
yeah,
it
that's
all. It was all meant to show it's like Iman is this like place of power and wealth, a
Mhm.
beacon of like hope and prosperity.
yeah. And then you get to like the small little village and it has this very greenish blue sort of like color palette to it. Granted it's in the middle of like a grass field, but you just know what location is by its distinctive color. And then you get to Whitestone, which is just a nightmare of a location.
Yeah.
And it has this sort of like darkest. What the fuck are we looking at?
Sam Riegel also played Spider-Man.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
Oh, now we know. And it's very like not muted, so to speak, but it has this gray, like darkish sort of vibe to it, where everything is just
What, in Whitestone?
in Whitestone, yeah. Everything's just really like oppressive and it's shit, and you got fucking giants walking around. You got all these soldiers like finding you and killing you just for the fuck of it.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
then yeah, it's every location has a purpose and has a distinct look to it to get rambling madrigal back at it again to sort of tell you where it is and what the fuck is happening here. And I really do appreciate that because again, more often than not, a lot of like fantasy stories, they usually go for like the sort of Game of Thrones gray, muted, no fucking color.
Oh, right,
chemistry,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one of my complaints with like the first season of The Witcher was that every location felt the same because there wasn't enough color. Thankfully, in season 2, there was better color grading in that fucking show. But yeah, it's when your locations have like distinct colors to it and distinct like
yeah, I get you. I know what you
you get
mean.
me? Whenever
Yeah,
location
yeah,
has
yeah,
distinct color, you know where you're at. You know what that place is about, and even if it's like, oh, what's under the surface isn't what it seems, it's still like still
Oh
something.
yeah.
And I really do appreciate the animators and the colorists for that.
Hmm.
So let's talk about the music.
I love the like
I can't stop listening to the intro music.
Yeah.
Oh, the intro music. I thought you meant Sam.
Oh yes. Let's get to Sam first.
Sam, I mean, like, no. And like, it's not surprising that they had Scanlan sing everything because that's what he does in the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite literally.
I think my favorite song out of that whole fucking show was the Beat song.
I will mute you if anyone starts singing that song right now.
Which one?
Put on my motherfucker.
Anyway,
Come mierda, hijo de puta. I'm kidding, I love you.
I'm surprised that like I'm genuinely surprised that Scanlan was let anywhere near anyone.
I
Mhm.
was surprised that they didn't catch something by just being next to him. It's funny that and like what was it? One of like the videos they did in Critical Role where they're discussing the first 2 episodes. I forgot what her name was, but she's asking Sam to like sing the song, and Sam's just like, "No, I don't want to." And you're thinking, "Yo, are they pushing him to do something he doesn't want to do?" And then he pulls out the shades. I'm like, "This motherfucker planned this the whole time, didn't he?"
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I really liked, like another thing I liked as well, that was how the closing credits actually for every episode was that interesting take they did with Your Turn to Roll. Where it's like,
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what that is?
Yes.
Yeah. For campaign 2, the theme song was a song called Your Turn to Roll.
Mhm.
And what they did for the closing credits of Vox Machina was they took like the main tune of it, did like a weird spin stuff with it, and that's what the closing credits are.
The intro song is like still my favorite. Like
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
like sometimes I just listen to it. I'm just like laying in bed. I'm like trying to fall asleep, and I just play the fucking intro music. It's really fucking good.
Like the moment, like when it's like, how do I say this? The tune that's like playing at the moment when it shows Percy walking away from Whitestone Castle in the intro.
Oh my God. Mm.
And like you can just feel like, especially with knowing beforehand what Percy's story is, you can just feel the weight of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the things I like too was when like Percy was taken out. What was it? The general, I believe, what his name was, or the captain, the lieutenant. I'm not sure, but it's in the
Was he the
prison.
really short pudgy guy? The first one they did.
Yeah, the first guy.
That one was Stonefell, I believe.
Stonefell, yeah. The fucking ominous music they played as he like had his fucking mask on and
He
whatnot.
pulled
He's just,
down the
like,
mask.
and he's like just going through the
Oh, and you see
through
him
the
just
prison.
walking past.
And it's just this very like ominous sort of like evil
Yeah.
villain music, and you're like, "Fuck, dude, Jesus."
Percy
Christ.
does become a villain in this arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still my favorite character though. Percy kicks ass, dude.
Yeah.
Percy
There's a
does
reason-
kick it.
there's a-
Once we get to like the character portion of this review, I'm just gonna gush about Percy.
Yeah.
for
If
like
you
an hour
watched
straight.
the Search for Grog one shot, there's a reason he's called No Mercy Percy.
Oh, I can tell. I can fucking tell, man.
Mhm.
In the Search for Grog one shot, he does 156 damage with one attack.
Yeah, with one
Jeez.
shot.
Jesus.
One shot does 156 damage.
Shit, we should get Percy on our campaign.
Anyway,
We had
there's one more bit of music that I want to at least talk about before we move on.
Go on.
It's a short bit. I wish it was longer just because I love it so much. When Keyleth casts Skyrite over Whitestone,
Oh shit.
just like the
yes.
music and
yeah.
like that entire moment really, but especially like with the music, you just feel like all the, how do I say this without sounding like I'm just gushing in a really weird and cheesy way?
Bro, gush about it. Who gives a shit?
Gosh. Go for it.
Because like with the way they did it, and it's like it's just this literally like this place of death and despair and soul crushing pain. That people have lived in there for 5 years with no hope of escape. Literally, they don't even get sunlight because the sky is covered by a dark cloud. And then literally the sky opens up and it's just the symbol of the Dorolo crest.
Yeah.
Well, like imagine like what the people are feeling. Like they probably for the first time in 5 years, they feel hope. That things might get better. And you can, and they went all in on that moment. And I love it.
Nice.
I like, oh God, bit where Keyleth casts sunlight.
Which one? Because she does it like a couple times.
Ziggurat.
Okay, so Sunbeam.
Sunbeam.
Oh mate, just hearing that, it makes me fucking cry every time, just like Matt.
Dude, the fucking intro music gets me emotional. I remember the first time when the show premiered, and I'm playing this shit. I'm like, yeah, I've been waiting for this for a while now, and just seeing the intro music, I'm like, why am I getting emotional? What the fuck is wrong with me, man?
Well, he does have emotions.
I do have emotions when I can, but really, I'm just an empty shell of a human being trying to just survive at this point.
No, you're not, Danny.
I'm basically just Michael Myers now.
Okay.
I have the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Okay.
So moving on to, I guess, the writing now.
Let's talk about casting.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about casting it. Well, I mean, the obvious, the cast for the main guys. You know.
Yeah, obviously, because like obviously everyone had to voice the character they played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a given.
I honestly think it would have been seriously strange if anyone else did their voices.
Yeah.
And I'm coming at this from someone who doesn't know what the fuck these characters sound like for the most part.
Like,
I only know what Grok sounds like and what the twins sound like, but I never knew what Percy sounded like, nor did I know what Pike sounded like. Well, Pike just sounds like
British Taliesin.
Pike is basically Ellie from The Last of Us.
Yeah, part one. It's part one.
Yeah,
part one. Ellie. Yeah,
it has that like weird, like squeaky, youthful voice to it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she's a gnome.
No. Okay, it's the thing, and this is what part of the reason why I love Pike. It's Ellie's voice from part one, but with a personality of Ellie from part two. So it's like, I'll fucking kill you.
Pike goes on a fucking revenge rampage in the next season because Grog gets joled.
Oh,
bro, your background, which is the epitome of what the fuck is like. Really, dude? Really?
Like, why?
No, Grog live.
Yeah, but
My Grog.
No, it would feel weird if it wasn't the actual cast, and thankfully they were like, yeah, fuck yeah, we're doing it again. And then Matt Mercer as fucking Silas, right?
Matt Mercer is Silas.
Silas, fuck, dude, he does a good job as. I put that in the motherfucking blooper reel. Matt Mercer does a great job just being this imposing fucking figure.
Danny, I have a question.
Go for it.
Have you ever played the Batman Arkham series?
Yeah, I played the art.
Okay.
What the fuck are you asking me?
No, what I'm asking you is for clarification, because now you could understand why Grey Griffin was the perfect choice to play Delilah.
Yeah.
Like as soon as that was announced, I'm like,
no, dude, she was fucking creepy as shit.
No, I'm saying because like that. No, that's exactly why.
Yeah,
Because like her performance is Catwoman. is like, oh my god, there is literally no one better for Delilah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She was also fucking Prince Zuko's sister in Avatar, right?
Azula, yeah, she was
Azula,
Azula.
yeah. Dude, her performance in this show is genuinely terrifying because she's so like hell-bent on trying to like have eternal life with her husband that she's just willing to fuck up anyone and anything. Like she felt like the real antagonist of the show. Even though Silas is a piece of shit, this woman, goddamn.
Oh, if you've watched the campaign, you would know Delilah's the evil one of the two.
Oh yeah,
must-
without a fucking doubt, man.
Mhm.
One thing I'm like 95% sure they didn't include in the and they didn't include in the show. I might be wrong. And if I'm right, I really wish they had was the line where Delilah goes, "I broke the world for you." Did she say that?
I think she did. Something along those lines.
I don't
Maybe not
know.
exactly. I have to rewatch that.
Yeah, I'm rewatching.
Yeah.
The voice actor who plays Gil again, I have never seen Vox Machina, the campaign, so I don't know how Matt did Gilmore. But the guy who did Gilmore in this show, fuck me, dude. Like
Yes.
the seductive nature in his voice. Who's the
He
voice
was
actor's name?
amazing.
I'm not sure the guy's name, but
Okay, well we'll put him in the fucking title somewhere.
Yeah.
But just the genuine like seductive nature every time like Vax showed up on screen. He's trying to fuck.
literally like that, like it's a thing in the Vox Machina campaign that they just flirt with each other constantly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matt
okay.
and Liam were just flirting with each other.
Yeah.
It
But
was fucking
fucking
hilarious.
old me, like old Christian me would probably look at them and go, "Why is that here?" Now I'm just like, please give me more gay. I need this in my life. This is fucking awesome. They have such good chemistry together too.
Dude.
Vax got friend zoned.
Oh, by
At least he
ouch.
has, but at least he has Gilmore. At least he has him.
Oh yeah.
Gilmore can treat him better than Keelan. Listen, I shipped them. Okay.
Yeah, no, we all shipped them.
But that performance was fucking great. I wanted to see more of him, for the most part, and I hope we see more of him in campaign 2.
Season 2?
Season 2. Yeah. I swear to God, if he dies.
Oh no, we will see more of Gilmore.
Oh my God.
We will see more of Gilmore. We're thinking of the same moment, aren't we, Lou? And
Yep.
that's specifically gonna happen in season 2. We're thinking of the same moment. It'll probably happen in episode 1.
Damn it, I'm in trouble, aren't I? It's just gonna be painful.
I was happy with General Krieg's fucking
David
voice
Tennant.
That was
actor.
David Tennant, right?
Yeah.
David Tennant.
Okay, I have a confession to make because I've only seen him in Jessica Jones. So every time I see David Tennant, I keep forgetting that he's like a genuinely nice guy, but he plays such a great fucking villain in Jessica Jones that every time I see him, I'm going like, "You're a piece of shit, man."
Well, he was in
He's a good
Good
actor.
Yeah, he was in Doctor Who.
Yeah, it was
Doctor
Who.
Who,
I guess see more shit that he's in because again, I only know him from Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
he was in a program called Broadchurch,
Mhm.
and there's another one called I think Dark Water Fell, where he is a yeah,
We'll leave
a
it at
bit of a
that.
bastard,
A bit of a bastard.
but he
I'll-
did a damn good job as Brimflies.
I also love the little cameos that Matt had where you can just see his face everywhere. You can tell it's him too. I'm like, oh hey, there he is. Hey, he's there again. Oh shit, he's dead now.
or he's been thrown against a wall by Grog.
There's
Come here, fuckstick.
Yeah, come here, fuckstick.
Live episodes, like, let's just take it. Screw it. Grog, come here, fuckstick. And just
I am-
chucks.
I am very
You
glad that
lost
they
the
like.
ticket.
I hope he remains the fucking Stan Lee of the show, where he just shows up every now and then.
Well, because he voiced
he will.
every NPC originally. So yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like all the
Um,
major characters they'll get voices for, but everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Scanlan pissed on him in the first episode,
That's
so
fucking true. Yeah.
In what? Oh,
In
was
the
that
first
guy?
episode,
Was
yeah.
that guy voiced by
That was
Matt?
Matt. That was Matt. That was Matt.
I,
But now let's get into the main cast, because I forgot who the other characters were.
main
Oh no
character-
Oh, no! The dwarf, Percy's friend. What was his name?
Archibald Disney.
Fuck, dude, that guy was awesome.
oh,
Dominic Monaghan.
Dominic Monaghan, that's his name.
Yeah, he was what? He was I can never remember one of the two hobbits.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's one of the. I think it's Pippin, right?
Either Mary or Pippin. I cannot remember which.
I can't remember which.
I think it was Pippin, but no, he kicked ass in the small time we got to see him in. And
He's good.
Yeah, but I was really sad when he died. Though.
I've,
I was
I've
like,
seen him in.
No,
I
Mary.
don't know, have you
No.
seen Lost?
It was Mary.
That was Mary.
He played Mary.
Oh,
Did
no,
you see Lost at all?
I've never seen Lost. No,
He's
I'm
in
not
that.
sure. I'm not sure if I will ever watch Lost because I hear it gets controversial.
No,
but
don't watch it. Just
I'm good.
don't.
I'm good. I don't. You guys know my opinion on TV shows, so
Yeah.
I was genuinely like upset when he got cut in half. I'm like, no,
Dude,
no.
even see the fucking knife go through.
That was like some samurai shit right there, where like
Yeah.
they're having a duel and just like swift cut. I'm like,
It's
no.
It's an interesting thing about that too, because they changed like who Disney was for the show.
Uh-huh.
Because in the campaign, Disney was like this extremely old man
Oh shit! Yes.
he doesn't even die.
Yeah, they killed him.
Yeah.
Jesus, forgot about that.
Yeah. I also want to talk about Cassandra.
Cassandra's the sister, right?
Yeah, Percy's
Yep.
sister.
She was brilliant.
It was
And I can't remember her name.
Esme Creed Miles. That's who.
Are you on IMDb or something, Wade?
Look, whenever there's a TV show or movie I watch that I like, I look up who's in it. Okay, this is what I
Yep.
do.
So do I.
Listen, man, when The Last of Us came out, that was the first game where I like had to check it, who the fuck was involved in this. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm always checking who's involved. Okay, I like this movie. Who's involved in it?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I hadn't even ever heard of Esme before, or Kumal, whatever her name is. And then like hearing her as Cassandra, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she was great.
She
Um,
was good, but she was also like the change between the innocent sister and the fucking like taken over by the Briarwoods.
Yeah. Because like in the flashbacks, when you hear Cassandra in the flashbacks, she sounds like a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
innocent like kid.
her voice is a lot more hardened and stern
Mhm.
in like the present time.
as an adult.
God
yeah.
knows what the Briarwoods did to her.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we know what the Broadwoods did to her.
Well, yeah, true.
What another great performance other than the main cast? Because before we get into like the main performances, because holy shit, do I have some things to say?
Who else was there?
Kari Payton.
Oh yeah, Salvin Uriel,
Yep.
Kari Payton. I won't lie. Up until the show, I did not know Salvin Uriel was black. I don't
No, I didn't.
I don't know if they ever mentioned it.
No, I don't think they ever did.
Don't know. I'll have
They
to
probably
rewatch.
what my guess is that they either because obviously Sovereign Uriel, Vox Machina had met the guy before the stream. So when they first met him, he was probably described like that. Or it might have been just like one of those comment like things that was briefly mentioned in the description that I might just overlooked or not heard properly when I first watched it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Was that? Should we move on to the main cast now? Cool. Taliesin, holy shit, man.
Your soul is forfeit.
Your soul is forfeit. I'm like, motherfucker, you are ruthless.
It is. Oh,
That
you know what?
part
We
in the
showed you.
actual
We showed you what happened in the actual
campaign.
show, right?
You show me the actual show. You show me what happens in the campaign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
He
was
literally shoots a hole through a man's heart, screaming,
Yeah.
Your soul is forfeit! Die! Die!
Okay, I know this is a very unpopular opinion among many. Keep in mind, I'm going in this motherfucker blind. But I like the quiet subtlety in the show a bit more than the loud, like, bombastic performance. I like that performance, but I like just the whole, like, as he's just looking down on him and smoke is coming from behind him, he's going, "You fool, your soul is forfeit." I'm like, I don't fuck with this guy, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Like the other cast members were watching him and just went, "What the?"
I'm like, yo, after this, we need to step up our fucking games. You, especially you, Travis. I'm like, I'm just a victim.
Oh, trust me. If Travis does step up his game when we get to Grogzok, which I so much hope we get the Kevdak fight in season 2.
Yes, please.
Please, may we get the Kevdak fight.
Was yeah, my favorite line from Percy in the show that Taliesin just fucking plays so perfectly is when he's about to kill. I forget what his name was, but it's like his teacher. What's his name?
Professor Anders.
Professor Anders. And he looks at him and goes,
Silvertongue.
your face was the first one I saw when murder came into my soul.
Murder. Yours is the face
Yours is the face I saw.
Murder
when
entered my
entered
heart.
my soul, my heart. Yeah, I'm like,
That's it. Yeah.
yeah, Percy's my favorite character now. Like the episode 3 was like, I think I'm liking Percy more because I thought I was gonna lean more towards like either fucking Grog or Vax. Specifically because I really like Vax's design, but seeing Percy just be absolutely ruthless, I'm like, I like Percy. Percy's my favorite character now. He has a cool gun that's very
Oh
powerful.
God, yeah.
He has many cool guns.
It's just his
Fucking
overall
bad news.
I think Taliesin, in my opinion, gives the best performance in this show. Like it's so full of like just conflicting emotions and just pure like unfiltered anger. Which not to say that like he had to be angry to give a great performance, but like just the way he goes about it from like being this sort of snobby little asshole character that's like, oh, I want to be with civilized people too. I will fucking end your life in a heartbeat if you even look at me the wrong way. It's so seamless. It's like
I feel like Taliesin gets overseen, if you know what I mean.
Overseen?
Overlooked.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like not seen much.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Like he
agree.
doesn't get the what do you call it? It doesn't get the recognition he deserves.
Oh, I agree. He, from what I know, he plays Barry Allen in the Injustice games. And I think that's the most I know him from. I need to figure out what else he does. But yeah, no. Out of everyone in the cast, yeah, Taliesin gives the best performance because he's so just. There's so much emotion in from every line he speaks from that moment forward to when the Briar would show up to have dinner, right? From that moment on, he's just going on like this sort of downward spiral. And by the time we get to where Orthax is about to fucking take him, like he's just filled with so much conflicting emotions that Taliesin plays perfectly. Like no, I don't think any other voice actor could play that as well as he could.
Mm.
I agree.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of like John Bernthal's portrayal as the Punisher. Y'all, but first I was gonna say Ashley Johnson is Ellie. Now I'm going to Marvel now, bitches.
Nice.
I have not seen the Punisher.
But like the John Bernthal's performance as the Punisher has this level of subtlety to it that by the time we get to him being like really fucking angry, it's intimidating and it's scary at times, but you also like feel it, you know. And I feel that way with Taliesin as Percy. You can fucking feel when he's pissed off. Yeah. Oh, it's just
Also, it's like, do you know when he's pointing the gun at Vex
yeah.
and she removes his mask?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That moment, 'cause, like when she says,
The
"Hey,
eyes.
darling, take off the mask." That moment was like both in the campaign and the show was so powerful.
It's like you could tell he doesn't want to do it, but he's being made to do it.
It's because he knows what's happening
Mm.
at this point because Orthax has revealed himself.
Yeah. Who the fuck voices Arthax? God damn. Matt. Okay, I'm not.
Matt voices Orthax.
I'm not even shocked at this point.
Yeah, Matt was Orthax again.
Who else among the main cast? Okay. Travis's performance as Grog is amazing. But the moment that stuck with me
still there.
The moment that stuck with me the most is when like it's at the end of episode 4 when Pike has to part ways with them, which from what I'm assuming is because back in like
a blind spot.
Yeah, a blind spot, right? So they're like keeping true to that. Though I do hope we see more of Pike in season 2. Is when like he's about to say his goodbye. And it's like you know like your friends need you. Our friends need you. It's like what if I need you? I'm like motherfucker, Travis. Why? Why are you making? I was supposed to have fun with you. The one who's supposed to be making me cry now is Percy. What the fuck?
And then like in the first episode, I think it is. Do you know when that kid's been killed?
Yeah.
And he starts going, I'm feeling things that I don't want to feel. Stuff like that. I'm just like, you've got an intelligence of 6. How do you feel things? And the bit where he's in the car going to, is it Whitestone?
Yeah, he's going to Whitestone.
Yeah, where Vax starts talking to Grog and he's like, Pike said that I could talk to her anytime, but it's not working.
Yeah.
I'm like, what
just
the
like,
fuck?
oh,
Why is that? No, stop it. No, I don't like. Fuck you, Travis, man. Whoever wrote this, god damn it.
Travis probably wrote it.
Travis probably wrote it. It's like of all the times we haven't had Ashley on, we're gonna make up for it now. No, Travis, fuck, dude. Travis as Grog is just fun to watch. Especially he's like going through the empty barrels of ale, and they're like, we're running low on supplies, including ale. I will fucking murder everyone. Like,
yeah.
I feel you, man. I fucking feel you. Christ.
And then when Percy gives his speech, let's kill fucking everyone.
I love it when he kills the giant though and runs up and just like fucking.
Doesn't he take the eye as a trophy?
No, he literally basically makes him into fucking jam.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
The axe goes straight down the middle.
Yeah. Fucking what else? What's another great moment from fucking the shit that he says sometimes? The fucking dick nose. I'm like, hey, dick nose. I'm like, who the fuck wrote this? I'm like, I'm over here like, yo, did they probe my fucking brain? This is some shit that I would say.
Is Captain Winky still there?
Yeah, there's Captain Winky still there. Hanging low, buddy.
Hanging
Oh,
low,
man.
buddy.
Hanging
Hanging
low.
low, buddies.
What else?
Also, the bit where he's like, "Oh, forgot my drawers."
Yeah, the
That
part where
fucking
he's just like,
scene.
I'll do it. Strips nude.
It just goes in. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm
What
like,
is this
how can
chaos?
you survive acid?
To be fair, by sheer hit point totals.
That is
Mhm.
true.
Because
Yeah.
Grog, I believe, is almost 300 hit points.
Also, Pike healing
yeah.
him as well. Yeah, just like no. Oh man, my favorite was when they're like say, "Oh, so are you the leader?" It's like, no. It's like I thought we were all leaders. Like you're too short to be a leader. Fuck you, Grog.
That's true.
But yeah, fucking. No. Travis is probably using like proper technique to do those goddamn shots, especially when when they're fighting the dragon. He goes, "I would like to rage." I'm like, why the fuck didn't Laura get him on Dragon Ball Z? You guys know that story, right?
Oh, I know. I've heard the story.
Oh, I
I've
do.
heard the story.
I'm like, Laura, what the fuck? And I feel like he's making up for it now with this. With fucking
Oh, yeah.
Grog.
Definitely.
One more thing I want to say. I want to briefly dive back to the art because there was a thing I forgot I wanted to mention.
Ooh.
In episode 4, when they are in Grayskull Keep with Captain Jarrett being hunted by those weird demons, by the undead demon things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They lock themselves in the room, and then Keyleth just starts convulsing and decomposing.
Oh,
That was
hell.
fucking horrifying.
Here's the thing. We'll get into the writing in a bit, but the way the tonal shifts and the tonal juggling that this show does is to me is on the Sam Raimi levels of perfect. And by Sam Raimi, I mean like the Evil Dead trilogy. And especially when you get to like scenes with gruesome violence, it's like you're going from like Grog being a fucking idiot to holy fucking shit.
That's true. Like, Grog has 8 intelligence, and he acts like, 6 intelligence.
Mhm.
Eventually, he does increase his intelligence score. Eventually, but
What, when Pike starts teaching him how to spell his name?
yeah. No, Pike teaches Grog how to spell his own name.
Don't spoil it.
Fine then.
Listen, I feel like I just made a horrible mistake. We're already fucked next session. Sorry, we're good.
All right, Liam and Laura.
I was gonna go to Scanlan, but okay.
Okay.
I was gonna save them two for later. The fucking Scanlan, holy shit! I don't know whether or not I wanted to grab a beer with him or beat the shit out of him. Probably both.
How about this? Get a beer with him. Once you finish the beer, beat him to death with the glass.
I'm good with that. But no, I fucking dress up as a pimp. Like, you want to go out this way, man?
I also love how in his outfit that they went to the ball, he had that glow. In classic Sam Riegel / Scanlan fashion, he had that glowing cod piece.
Yep.
Here's the thing that I was worried about. When I first saw like the previews for the show, I was worried that Scanlan would be the most annoying character, and I was gonna like be like, oh man, dude,
He's not.
No, he's not. No, it's like that was my fear. I was like, you're not. Please don't, man. Don't be that guy. And then like you see the show, and he goes, fucking love this guy. Keep fucking going. Especially when he uses like the hand and his
His hand.
his hand is his instrument, like his lute, guitar, I don't know what it's called. Like he just fucking kicked ass, and like so many of the jokes just had my stomach hurting.
Yeah.
Especially like at the beginning where like where they introduce him and he's like butt ass fucking naked. It's like, Percy, if you wanted to fucking join in, you should have asked. I'm like, put some pants on.
The first time you see Scanman, he's in the middle of coitus with
Yeah,
the
of course.
daughter of the tavern owner
The fucking the
in the tavern.
The tavern owner's like, where's my daughter? He's
Like-
just like, you don't want to know.
Like, what is that gnome doing with my daughter? You probably don't want to know.
Yep.
Oh my god. And then one of my favorite moments from Scanlan is like when he's like muted and Pike comes to save him and you just see like hard eyes happening. And Pike's just like, I am so glad I can't hear what the fuck you're saying right now. but knowing Sam, probably something really fucking vulgar.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny because like he seems like a joke character, but he's also a very pivotal member of the group, getting them out of situations.
Yeah.
Especially when there's the acid happening, and it's like I like this. You guys are too heavy. Wait, heavy? I don't know what to do, and it just starts playing heavy metal. I'm like, thank you,
Yes.
who appreciates heavy metal. God damn it, fuck. And then when he's fighting, I forget what his name was. It's in the burning building. I am really bad with names.
General something.
General,
the Goliath dude.
Yeah, the Goliath dude. And he's like, if there's one thing that the brothels have taught me is that size doesn't matter. Just fucking shoots him with a cross laser.
Yeah.
And then like
I like it when he turns into a triceratops.
Yeah. And like as he's like looking back and the fucking hand goes up and the hand's just doing this.
Yeah. Before we get too far, I don't mean to like change subject. Lou, you mentioned the Triceratops. I do want to mention that real quick. I love the way they did the Triceratops. I like the way they did it in the campaign though more. Because the way they did it in the campaign was
I'm trying to remember that one.
He turned into a Triceratops up on the roof, crashed through the ceiling, and lit the place on fire in that act.
Oh shit! Oh god, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Either way, it's fucking hilarious as shit. Just see him morph into the goddamn animal. You're just like, what the fuck is this, man? So, but Sam, back to performances, Sam fucking nails it, man. Like he's such a
Sam's amazing. I mean, that man can sing.
Oh yeah. Emmy award winning Sam Riegel.
It's also really strange because like every single character that Sam has played on Critical Role has been short. Sam's actually really tall.
Really tall. He's
It's just that
Travis.
It's just that it's all in the legs. So when he's like sitting down at the table, he looks short.
How tall is he? Like what? 6'4", 6'5", something like that.
Sam's not that tall.
Sam's about the same height as Travis.
Yeah.
Because if you see them standing together,
Travis is just a little taller.
Sam Riegel. I'm looking up his fucking hat right now.
No, it's fine.
Oh, 6 feet. Okay, yeah. Slightly taller than Sam. I still love FCG as a character, but that's for another discussion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like his performance as Scanlan. It's not too over the top annoying, but it also isn't like boring either. He finds that balance of like, again, do I want to have a beer with you or do I want to beat the fuck out of you? And it works for that.
And the perfect way to do it is make it both.
Is to make it both, and Sam fucking nails it. Yeah.
It's just like you say, have the beer with him, and then be in the depth with the glass. It's the perfect mix.
Yeah. Catch him fucking your wife, have a beer with him, then beat the fuck out of him. Oh god, my favorite fucking moment from that character was like when they're saying like, oh, what's your worst thing you've ever killed? And it gets to his part, and I'm like, the fuck?
Oh,
What did Scanlan kill? I can't
It
remember.
was that two-headed thing that he was like basically fucking in bed.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, because it like
No, when
turned.
around the campfire.
They're saying on the camera saying, "What's the worst thing you ever killed?" And Scannon was like, "I had to kill it weird." Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about Sam.
Oh my god, Keyleth. The one where she was like, die quicker, die quicker, die quicker.
What would have been funny? It would have been really fucking dark though, but in a weird, twisted way, slightly funny. Was what's the weirdest thing? What's the weirdest thing you've ever killed? Is if they just showed that moment of Keyleth when the pre-stream moment when they went to the Earth Ashari. You know what happened there, right? They just showed that.
Yeah.
Christ,
The kid.
Yeah. It's not really spoiled, but like Keyleth accidentally it was pre-streaming.
Accidentally brutally murdered a kid.
Yeah, she broke the neck of a small child.
Oh, good for Keyleth.
She broke the neck of a small child.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but people fucking hated Keyleth, right? This is what I heard.
In
Not
a way,
cartoon, not in the cartoon. People
some
love her in the
people
cartoon.
did, yes.
But like, I'll get to this later. But like,
They kind of thought she was useless.
yeah, I'm over
Youth
here.
is not useless.
I'm
she's
over here
not
watching the cartoon. I'm like, again, like I've never seen the actual campaign. I'm like, why the fuck did people hate Keyleth? She's fucking awesome.
You want proof that Keyleth is useless? Watch the final fight in campaign 1.
Is she useless?
No.
No.
Literally everyone would have died if not for Keyleth.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were literally one turn away from a TPK had Keyleth not come there. And she was literally the only one who could have done it.
The part I want to see animated, and I know you know what I'm thinking, Wade.
Oh, okay. Which arc is it from?
Fuck knows, I can't remember.
Private message me.
Goldfish.
Yeah.
Yes.
That has to be. Considering what animated studio this is,
the goldfish. Yeah, I would love.
I have to fucking see that.
I imagine it's gonna be so lackluster.
You could turn into fucking anything, and you decide to turn yourself into a goldfish.
It's gonna be so it'll be so lackluster if they animate it. It'll be like they build it up to be this heroic leap, and then record scratch.
So, now that we're talking about Keyleth, fucking Marisha Ray, man.
Yes.
Fuck, dude. Again, that was another character I was worried about because I really hate the like sort of innocent-ish, like sort of, magical like Disney princess character. Because I feel like they're overly like fucking cliched, especially in anime where they're like the cutesy girl with a high-pitched voice talking to the bad boy. I hate Final Fantasy VII. I hate that game so much. I don't give a shit what people say. Fuck that game. All right. It's just annoying. It's just fucking annoying. But in Keyleth's case, like, yeah, she's fragile. She has anxiety, which is relatable. She's also very strong.
Yeah.
Especially
when shit goes down, and she has to like help people. Like she will fucking like put that away and go, all right, time to fucking work.
Yeah.
And fucking Marisha, dude, Jesus, the range on that character, like the only thing I've really seen Marisha do is Laudna.
Oh God, yeah.
I love Laudna.
I just want to see Laudna animated.
I don't care if Mighty Nine never gets animated. I want Campaign 3 animated.
It's the emotion she puts into that
character. It's the emotion because you could tell she has like a deep fucking care and connection for that character, especially with like some of the backlash that she got for Keyleth. Because from what I
Yeah.
can understand, like people couldn't separate the character from the player, so they fucking started going after her too, saying like, "Oh, you're awful," and this and that, and this, right?
Yeah.
And seeing her fucking portray like Keyleth in the cartoon with just this level of emotional range that she can reach is like fucking beautiful, man. That's all I had to say.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
it's fucking beautiful. Like,
Definitely.
every time she was on screen and she was like doing something, I'm like, instead of getting annoyed, I'm like, I understand you. Please, nothing. You are not doing anything wrong here. You're doing okay, girl. All right, go get a fucking cookie or something. Slay queen. To the points where like when like Vex was like saying like, I need to get your shit together. I'm like, yo, fuck you, Vex. What did you do? But yeah, Marissa does a great job in that role.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Pike was awesome, even though she only got like a little bit of screen time,
Yeah.
which was like, I wish we had more Pike in Grog moments. I wanted more Pike and Grog.
We do get more Pike and Grog.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
But when fucking Pike comes back and she's just so casual like, hey fuckers.
Stop.
Yep.
That's actually a funny moment. Cause
Astral projection. Your ass what?
like, are you a ghost? Astral projection. You're a what? That's actually a funny thing. In the campaign, that moment actually happened, but for reasons I don't remember right now, it was still like Pike's astral projection form, but she was completely naked for some reason. You remember that, right, Lou?
Trying.
She
Fuck,
astral projected
this
into Whitestone, and it was just completely naked Pike.
fucking Scanlan
Oh
just loosened
fuck
his
yeah, I
shit.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's just a naked angel, effectively fighting the undead.
That's scary. That's fucking terrifying. Thank God they kept her armor on. I don't have much to say about Pike because I didn't really see much of her
Yeah.
for most of the show. But I did like Ashley's performance, especially when she's trying to reach to her god, right? The eternal
Oh
light.
god, yeah.
And it's
Trying to reach to the Everlight.
Ashley
It's
Johnson, man.
heartbreaking.
Ashley Johnson needs to win an. Well, she already did win an award, but she needs to win more awards.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
I love Laura Bailey's performance as Abby on Last of Us Part 2, but fuck, man, Ashley Johnson just knocks out of the park, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end when like the final duel. Like, please give Ashley Johnson an award for that role. But going back to Pike and just seeing Ashley just play someone who is like having these conflicting emotions with her, her faith, right?
Yeah.
Genuinely relatable. Yeah.
Who do I pick? My god or my friends?
Yeah. Even the gods, like, like, do what you're gonna do. Just don't fucking lie to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Pike wasn't really in that arc very much, was she?
She was there for parts of it. But Ashley wasn't. Yeah, because Ashley was filming Blind Spot.
Yeah, because she was at the temple a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
of the blind spot thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's a lot to say about Pike. I hate that I have so little to say about Pike.
What? Hey, Vex and Vex.
Yes. Fuck. Like, holy shit. Fucking I got my friend into the show, right? And she was like, oh yeah, my favorite character is Vex. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, she's fucking hot.
You're not wrong.
I'm like,
that's true.
cool. Though my favorite twin, in my opinion, is probably Vax. Really,
But that's yeah.
Vax, yeah, because he's just so fucking like he just one of those like cool guys that just hangs loose and just doesn't give a shit. Not doesn't give a shit, but like he just yeah, all right.
Yeah, I
Um,
love Vax.
I also love how gay he can be sometimes. Especially like in the intro where he's talking to the what was that creature called in the bar, right? I forgot what it's called. He had like the tusks,
The barkeeper.
not the barkeeper, but the one who's like trying to instigate a fight with
Oh, half orc.
half orc, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like you can't even like tickle your own pickle. He's like,
Are
would you
you
like to
offering
help?
to help?
Are you offering to help? He's like,
Yeah.
What?
Wait.
No.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
you. It's like I just what? I just wanted a hand. Fucking Grok comes in and takes his hand off. I'm like, you Liam,
Oh,
Jesus.
come on, mate. I'm not asking for a hand. You know, Vox. I think he's willing.
Yeah.
No, I saw the Amazon behind the scenes featurette. Well, not behind the scenes featurette, but like where they're all like sitting down, they're saying their lines of the things going on.
Oh, the Comic-Con
Yeah, the
panel.
Comic-Con panel, yeah. And the way Liam just gets into it is just like fuck.
She's like, are you offering to help? Yeah, like Liam, all of Liam's characters, like I don't want to say are like the quiet, subtle people, but none of Liam's characters have ever been the like loud, outspoken members of the group they're in.
Like the happy-go-lucky, like
Yeah.
FCG and shit like that.
Like,
Oh.
like both Vax and Caleb were both like quiet and depressed.
Yeah.
Kind of. And that's not an Orm isn't really depressed, at least as far as we're aware.
As far
But
as
he's
we
also-
know.
Yeah. But he's still like really quiet.
Yeah. Fucking poor Vax got friend zone, man. I was like, yo, I feel you, dude.
Yeah.
The thing about Liam's portrayal as Vax, I mean, it's his character, technically. Again, like you guys would say, there's a level of like subtlety and nuance to it that he doesn't go overboard a lot. He's very controlled, you know, especially in like very dire situations, and so he's very calm. And Liam portrays that well, especially when like they're getting surrounded by the tree, and then he's just like looking at Keyleth and going, "Yo, I think I'm in love with you, man." The way he says it,
Like you know,
I'm in love
right?
with you, right?
it's like now you want to do this.
It's weird because like they weren't in combat. Like they had just finished a thing of combat when it happened in the show or in the campaign. Although thinking about it now, it does feel like it would be a Vax thing to do that in that moment.
Yeah.
I love all the little quips between Laura and Liam.
Yeah.
But there's a certain like his voice is very caring, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like as violent as he is, whenever he's talking to Keyleth, there's like this softness in his voice. Like it isn't
it's
seductive.
kind of a bit like Vex. Vex is like that as well sometimes.
Vex can be like that sometimes, but like for the most part, she's always the aggressor.
She's a hard ass.
She's a hard ass. Yeah, she's always the aggressor. Whereas Vax is just very chill, but very like loving at the same time. There's like I think there's like three emotions where that Vax has, whereas like when he's getting ready for combat and needs to do the right thing, to like seductive and being really fucking gay, to being this loving, caring person with Keelu.
Yeah.
Like, just see it, Yeah. And now for Vex. Fuck Laura. Sometimes I
Darling.
forget that it's Sometimes I forget that it's Laura.
Darling,
Um,
take off the mask.
every time she says
No.
"darling," someone's heart melts.
Oh yeah.
Which is funny because like I got like Laura Bailey as an actress and like as a D&D player, I love because she can go from Vex directly to Jester. Like says such a
Chaos
stark turn.
incarnate.
And then Imogen.
Mm-hmm. And then Imogen
Yeah.
But
with a Texan accent.
but Texan accent. I love
We've
when
been here
Imogen-
10 games. I think it's time for an orgy.
He's like, all right, guys, get naked. You too, Chetney.
Oh god. I don't ever want to see that.
Now bend down.
All right. I'm sorry. It had to be done.
You can't stop me, Wade.
I will kill Vekin.
Ooh, you nearly fucking did.
You nearly fucking did, asshole. Was I supposed to die that day? You know, well, let's talk about this later.
Hey, all I'm saying is, I mean, who knows?
There's no God.
There's no god here other than me. Anyway, so Vex.
To Vex, yeah. What's there to fucking say about Vex? That
The
hasn't
way she
been
cares
said
about
already?
Percy.
Oh yeah, fucking the way she cares about Percy and just genuinely looking out for his well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like mother-like in a way.
Yeah,
Spe-
kind of.
yeah, especially with like when they sort of forgot, like, oh, this is what's happening to him. And she's trying really hard to just reach him. Like, Percy, it's okay. Like, just take it easy. You know.
Mm.
I feel like Vex is in a way sort of the mother of that group, like the parent.
Yes.
In a way, she kind of is.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
because Vax
I can
is just
see that.
Vax is just Vax. Scanlan, I mean, come on now, Pike.
Vax and Grog are just insane to each
Insane.
other,
Percy is just the Punisher now.
especially when they're playing ball tag.
Ball tag.
Oh my fucking god! I did not agree to this game. If anyone's gonna kill Vax, it's gonna be me.
The only person
I
who gets to
love
kill
it, though.
Vax is
It's the
me.
bit where Vax smacks Grog in the balls, and Grog just goes down like a sack of spuds and goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, my balls!"
Um,
But yeah, if you've seen campaign 1, you know the fucking antics they get up to,
Oh yeah.
like the beard shaving and everything.
I don't have much to say about Vex either that hasn't been said already.
No,
I feel
no,
bad about
'cause
that.
We've gone over Vex as well.
We're gonna over Vex as well.
That's everybody, right?
Yeah, I think it's everybody, and I think we're gonna. I hope we see. I think we're gonna. Fuck Daniel rambling. Jesus fucking hell. God damn. I hope we see more of Vex too. Vex's character progression in season 2, especially with what they're teasing with the dragons.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
Conclave.
Ragnarok is coming.
One person I want to see in season 2 is Valora.
Don't know who that is.
You know,
Valora.
Just have like a
Um,
fucking zoom in on
their
Lou
half
as he's like trying to.
their
think.
half sister. Remember Lou?
The what?
Vax and Vex's other half sibling.
Oh.
Yeah, remember?
Yep.
I want to see
yep.
Valora. I want to know who's gonna voice her.
One of Sam's kids or Liam's.
I mean, it already has been shown that they are willing to put their kids through painful death.
Yeah,
Oh
basically.
god.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, because the little boy, I believe, was one of Sam's kids. No.
No,
I thi-
Liam's
yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the little girl that got hung from the sung tree.
was Sam's kid.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Mhm. Mhm.
I want to talk about the writing. Fuck! The writing's good.
This is this.
Here's the thing. This show could have just been like either one way or the other, right? And again, that was another concern of mine. Like I was looking forward to it, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be like too like dark or try to emulate Lord of the Rings or any other animated shows, or it was going to be too goofy or it's going to be too kiddie or whatever the fuck, right? Jesus motherfucking Christ, is the writing in this show good? Like every moment mattered. That's again,
Yeah,
that's the thing
exactly.
that I have an issue with a lot of TV shows and some animated shows, is that like they fucking drag shit on for too long and becomes poorly fucking written to the point where like this didn't need to be there. Every
Yeah.
fucking moment mattered. And whoever was in charge of adapting this fucking show, I give them a lot of fucking I give them applause because like again, I've never seen campaign one. So I don't know what the fuck the general context is for all of
Oh,
this.
I so want you to go back and watch campaign 1.
I'll do it when the show is over, when like the
Yeah,
series
yeah,
finale
yeah.
comes out and it's over. I'll go back and watch it because I really want to go into this blind. Like I've seen little clips of campaign one that I know of. One in particular is the bathtub and the goldfish. Yeah, I know
Okay, so
that.
he does know about the goldfish.
Yeah, I know what the goldfish is. Yeah, you fuckers sent me the video.
Oh, that's right, we did.
The bathtub. Oh,
Yeah.
The bathtub. How do you change the entire tone of a conversation in one sentence? I thought you'd never leave.
But it's so well written. It's genuinely well written. It takes all these different tones from horror to comedy to action adventure to fantasy, and it blends them perfectly in my opinion. That's why like
Yeah, it
when I
does.
fucking put like my little mini Instagram review on my story being like calling it like a 10 out of 10, a masterpiece in visual storytelling. I fucking mean that still. Like I'm
Mhm.
going back and I'm rewatching this. I'm going, yeah, it's fucking amazing. What the shit? You know, every little moment matters from a visual storytelling perspective and from a writing perspective too. Especially with how like the characters interact with things, especially with specifically Percy's character. Because again, he's the character that has the most character progression and has the biggest arc in this season.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure we're gonna get a different character have their arc in the next season. But like just the way they wrote his arc from being starting off as sort of like this snobby sort of asshole that's like civilization to like this vengeful like force of nature to sort of realizing the error of his race is just done perfectly. Like
Oh yeah.
they could have fucked this up. They could have fucked this up royally. Like it could have been one of those things where like the name alone would have gotten views, but no, it's well written. It is very well written.
It
Again,
is well written.
my friend from work, his name's John, right? We'd never seen campaign one, but we know of like the voice actors, Matt, Laura, Ellie, Ashley, all of them, right? And we were curious, like, oh, they're all doing a show together. Finally, they're all gonna get together and do this thing.
Yeah.
And we fucking loved it. Like at work when like the show ended, right? We're talking about it and going like, "Yo, how good was Vox Machina?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it was fucking great, dude." And that again, that's a testament to the writing here.
Mhm.
It just, I don't know what other words to say except for perfect. It's
Yeah,
fucking
it
perfect.
is
Yeah.
perfect.
I can't, and I don't say this lightly. I will pick out little flaws here and there, shit that I like. It's perfect. It's a fucking perfect cartoon. And
Well, I
and
mean,
it's
they got
perfect.
a lot of those episodes to 20 fucking minutes
Yeah, the fucking 3 hour fucking episode. Jesus
after a
Christ,
4-hour, 5-hour stream.
Jesus,
Yeah.
God in heaven. But yeah, it's just the fantasy world feels so lived in because another aspect of writing is also world building, which is something that I
Yes.
and usually is something that I hate. Like I hate whenever fantasy stories focus too much on like world builds, like, oh, this is how this works, this is how that works, this is how this works, and you just
Yeah.
like get to the fucking point. No, it's shown to you. It's fucking shown to you right then and there. This is how this world works. This is the hierarchy. These are the people. This is how this works. This is how that works. We're not gonna fucking force feed it to you. We're just gonna show it to you. Especially when you get to Gilmore's shop and just shit's just appearing, and you're not like, oh, how do you do that, Gilmore? Oh, I have to snap my fingers and do this. Like, no, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Like, it just feels lived in. It feels lived in.
Yep.
And that's all I could ask for a fantasy world. And that's literally all I could ask for. It's why the Lord of the Rings works. Is why like The Witcher is, in my opinion, my favorite fantasy world. It's just
which is amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's just there and it just works. And not only that, but like the dialogue, because the dialogue could also be really cringy. Again, I go back to like Scanlan being the character I was the most worried about. It could have been really cringy to just Scanlan just saying sex jokes and dick jokes, but no, he's an actual character. They wrote him as an actual character. And I'm not sure how much involvement Matt and the crew had in the writing process, but you could tell whoever was working on this cared about these characters.
Yeah.
Travis and Sam did actually write a couple of episodes together.
That's shit. Yeah, that seems makes sense. Isn't Travis like the CEO for Critical Role?
Yeah.
Smart man. Which, by the way, my Vax dice should be coming in soon. Hopefully before this Sunday.
Nice.
And the reason why I bought
roll a new character. Anyway,
I'm gonna fucking kill you, man.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what else to say other than like I don't see any flaws with it. I can't pick out any flaws. Like when I really like something, I really like it, and I just
yeah.
It's my second favorite thing this year. First,
I mean, I don't know how many times I've fucking watched it already.
Yeah, it's
a lot.
It's also well paced too.
Yes.
Another thing, pacing is thing. People take pacing for granted. Pacing is probably one of the most, if not the most important things in telling a story. If your shit drags on for too long or it gets to a point too quickly, then you're gonna lose your audience. Like there are a lot of TV shows. Again, this is why I have a problem with TV shows. If you just drag the story out for longer than it needs to be, you're gonna fucking lose your core audience. You know, you're gonna lose. This is boring. This is unnecessary. Why is this here? You know, same thing with like movies. If a movie is too short and it's rushed, it's like you could have added this here or made a sequel, right? Instead of putting it all in one movie, or it being too long and nothing happening for like most of it. It's like you could have cut this out. Like you could have cut this part out. Like in Avengers Endgame, the whole Captain America was Captain America fight could have been taken out completely. Nothing would have changed. And here it's like there's nothing to cut out. You can't cut anything out.
No, exactly.
Yeah. That's just that's my rambling now. I'm gonna mute myself.
So, all right,
He's muted himself.
All right. All right, we've been going for about an hour and a half. We should probably wrap it up.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Final thoughts? Yeah, I liked it.
Final thoughts? 100 out of 10.
Yes.
Yeah. My verdict is also a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece.
It is.
It is a masterpiece.
And I don't say that lightly. And then it's not just because I like Critical Role now or because I like these actors. No, it's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think
incredible.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, well, I think we should probably call it there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't take shit.
I've been Wade. That guy. We have to do the outro.
Yep.
This is Wade. That guy, I think, if I'm pointing the right way.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the one recording.
Yeah, so that's you, Wade, there.
Yeah, but I'm on the right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're still on the right on my side. So
Exactly.
I'm on your left.
Yeah, but you were just pointing to my left. That's Lou.
Okay, yep.
And who is this guy?
Danny!
Vengeance.
Pokey pokey.
I'm Batman.
Okay.
Watch that again tonight.
See you guys.
Bye.
Take care. Go watch the Batman.
Do
Go watch
that.
Vox Machina.
And go watch Vox Machina. Just
Go watch
watch
Vox
it.
Machina and sell your soul to Orthox. Okay, bye.
Bye.